Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. I'm Jason. This fuzzy one right here is Freya, and we're bringing you today's episode. As always guys, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. This is just our family that loves to talk about books and want to bring you guys books, so all the support we can get we really appreciate. Isn't that right, Fuzzy? So today I want to talk about another book, and it's a new book, a new author. I haven't talked about this in the past. As always, I'm going to talk about four things: the world, the characters, the plot, and the writing style. So the book I want to talk about is An Execution of Honor by Thomas Muldoon. Thomas L Muldoon. Execution of Honor. I'll of course put the picture up wherever I usually put it. So the world, pretty basic. Look outside the window. The world is modern times. It is our world. I don't remember exactly when this book was written. Let me see if I can check the copyright date. So early 2000s. So it's got all the standard stuff. It's got, I do recall that it's got cell phones. Of course, it's got computers, cars, all that stuff. So definitely modern times. 20 years ago, and it's pretty amazing when you read or see TV shows based 20, 30, 40 years ago. How to me the 80s was it's a normal world, but a lot has changed. But for the most part, normal world. Now the characters. I'm not going to get into individual characters because the characters are a group. They are a group of Marine Force Recon, basically Marine Special Operations. Now, I didn't read up on the author. Let me take a quick glance. But my impression is the author is not a Marine vet. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, he's a child of an Air Force officer, but so definitely not a Marine vet. Because there's a lot of things in the book that are just no way, absolutely no way, and some things that are just absolute pulled out of thin air, kind of whole fabrications of Marine life and Marine skills and the things they do and the things they do as operators and such like that. But even as a military vet myself, it's a fascinating book. It's a really fun book. So it's a Marine Special Operations unit. Basically, it's a squad, Marine Force Recon squad, and or at least that's the size of it, closer to a fire team almost. That it's once again the whole they're basically the A-team in a lot of ways because they've gone underground, they've vanished, they've disappeared. They were seconded out to the CIA, which is something that does actually happen in the real world with special operations units, and they were tasked with basically helping a Central Southern American dictator, drug warlord kind of thing remain in power against another dictator, basically, and they end up having to do basically a fighting retreat almost, and this dictator that they are supposed to be helping and supposed to be working actually kills some of their own unit members. Now, the government wants nothing to do with it, just wants to cover it up. They were never there, we were never there, we never had anything to do with this. All the usual tropes and things that actually do happen. In certain special operations situations, of course, there is deniability, especially when seconded out to the three-letter agencies. So this unit, they are not happy. That's the best way to put it. They're not happy. The only other character that really pops up in the book that is not part of this unit is the female love interest of one of her name escapes me, but the female love interest of one of them. But outside of that, it's just this Marine squad, and this Marine squad that has basically been taking their time, waiting, plotting out exactly what they're going to do. It's been years since the events that that caused them to basically go AWOL for all intents and purposes, and now they're starting to come out of the woodwork. Now they are starting to come out, and now they are starting to engage in the operation they planned. Basically, it's revenge. That's all. They're getting revenge against those who had wronged them, and they do it in pretty clever ways, pretty amusing ways. Definitely sneaky, and definitely show some really good, like I said, A-team type stuff, along with Mission Impossible kind of stuff. So yeah, you can almost look at it as like a blend of the A-team and the Mission Impossible. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. It's a blast. The Marine mentality that he creates and puts in there, it's interesting. It's definitely fascinating. He writes really well. You're definitely curious at what's going to happen next, and the way they plan, the way they execute things, it's really really clever. And when they turn the tables and they pull their shenanigans and their little smoke and mirrors stuff, it's definitely fascinating. And when you get to the usual stuff like your gunfights and things like that, Muldoon writes it really really well. It's really engaging. It's really fascinating. His writing style, it's kind of the best way I could put it is kind of standard thriller writing style. It's a great read. I've read the book probably 10 times, although not in the last couple of years. And if I were to compare his writing style to anybody, it'd probably be like Brad Thor, Vince Flynn kind of writing style. Definitely not a Mathew Reilly type. It's not nonstop, balls to the wall, but it is excellent. It's excellent thriller, excellent military thriller, military-ish. So yeah, after you guys hit the like and subscribe buttons, guys, you should check it out. It's really, really good. Thomas L Muldoon, An Execution of Honor. Really good book. Check it out, guys.